Hey guys, Ultra Maximus back with another parrot video. Today I'm going to talk about something I had ordered. I've actually found out that my sulphur-crested cockatoo, Mango, is not a boy. He laid eggs. Well, she laid eggs. I was told by the previous owner that he was a male. I'd asked if it had been genetically tested and it had been speculated by the vet by the colors, and that goes to prove you cannot tell the sex of most birds unless you have them blood tested. So yeah, I'll post pictures of the eggs, or one picture with her and her egg that she laid, and this is actually one of the eggs. The first egg I threw out the day that she laid it, and that was probably a mistake. This came about a week or so later, and I left this one in there because I didn't want her to continuously lay eggs, because if a bird gets bound, that can actually kill the bird. So you don't want your hens laying a lot of eggs. I'm not breeding. There's enough breeders out there. I don't need to be breeding birds. There are too many birds in rescues. My two birds are from rescues. And this is the first time this bird has ever laid eggs. I've had this bird for 2 years, and the previous owners had her for, I think, a couple years. And this is the first time she's ever laid, which is pretty nice. I mean, in one aspect, it says that she's comfortable, she feels safe, she's happy. She has a stable enough life that she's starting to lay eggs. So, as a parrot owner, that makes me feel good, but at the same time, it makes me very nervous. That's one of the reasons I didn't want a female, because egg-bound really scares the crap out of me. But this was one of the eggs, and I let her hang on to it. I went ahead and ordered something off the internet. I talked to some people on like birdtricks.com. I've talked to people in Feathered Friends, Felix, a place to call home, a lot of Facebook bird pages, and thank you everybody for the advice. And a couple things that people had suggested: one, leave the egg with the bird so she doesn't constantly go in. So I left this one in for about a week. I took it out today, went through the normal Saturday cleaning cycle, started cleaning out the bottom of the cage where she laid the egg, and she's been sitting on the egg this week. She didn't sit on the first one, she totally abandoned it, and she actually sat on this one. When I picked it up, it was very, very warm. So it is amazing how much warmth they can give these little things. And you know, somebody else said I usually cover the cage up at night, and said don't give her dark places to go and want to nest and roost, and make sure there's no nesting material in the cage. So I want to make sure to get everything out and clean and all that kind of good stuff. And as soon as I started cleaning the cage, she went right back to her normal behavior, going up and just eating like a horse, because I don't think she's eaten in the past couple days, because she's been protecting this little thing. The other thing that was suggested was, if she's continuously starting to lay eggs, get some dummy eggs to prevent her from actually laying. So I went ahead and ordered a couple, and I got them from dummyeggs.com. They're about $10 a piece, and they got eggs of all types. They also have nesting bowls that you can get, and I ordered two, and it was about I think 26 bucks total after tax. And here they are, little dummy eggs. They are very solid little eggs. These are the medium parrot eggs. I figured for the sulphur-crested cockatoo, I kind of measured this one out, and this was the closest in size. The next one up is a large, and I think it would just be a little bit too big. So yeah, I got two of them, because she laid 2 eggs, and I guess that's a pretty normal clutch for a cockatoo. And just as a comparison, here is the actual cockatoo egg, and there is the dummy egg. So they are very, very similar, and hopefully that will get her to think that is the egg. If she lays any more, I'm going to give her some time and see what happens, because she's had this one for about a week, and now she's gone back into her normal mode that she is always in. She even started talking a little, so she's out of mommy mode, I think, now, hopefully. But if not, I'm going to try these and see what that does. Very impressed by the look of the eggs. It also came with, if I can find it, here it is. a little sheet, which was very cool. What to do next, and it's got a bunch of questions and answers on how to deal with parrots on eggs. Why won't my hen sit on the eggs? Are they fertile, infertile? Do eggs need to match exactly? Dangerous health conditions, chronic egg laying, egg binding, soft shell eggs, calcium depletion, hormonal injections. Then it kind of talks about some of the other things they have, like nesting kit bowls, food and calcium supplements. Talking about professional breeders, you know, don't try to do this in amateur style, and then of course refunds and exchanges, that kind of stuff. So very cool that they added this little sheet. That was very nice, and yeah, pretty cool stuff. Definitely interesting. $20. I'll see what it does, see what the effect is, and I'll let you guys know. I'll give an update on it. But yeah, interesting. Very solid. Very, very similar to the actual egg itself. Which is going to go ahead and get discarded. And no, for the people out there, this is not a fertile egg. I do not have a male sulphur-crested cockatoo. I have a male harlequin macaw. Totally different species. They couldn't crossbreed to begin with, and they don't get out of their cages at the same time because, well, I don't want any fights. So their cages sit next to each other, but they can't crossbreed. It's not genetically possible. I don't have another sulphur-crested cockatoo, so this is not a fertile egg. It's like a chicken egg. So she went through her cycle, and she expelled an egg. I guess I could eat it if I wanted to eat a nasty, gross, week-old egg laying on the bottom of a cage, but that's not happening at all. So, yeah, there it is. Mango's little eggy. And the dummy egg from dummyeggs.com. So definitely cool stuff. Check them out if you think that's something that's going to work for you. They've got a variety of different things. I'm going to put a link down below to dummyeggs.com, and then I'll also put some links to my favorite Facebook parrot groups. Great place for pictures, for videos, good advice. A great place, a great community with a lot of parrot owners, so that you can get good advice and good conversation about parrots. So there it is, the dummy egg from dummyeggs.com. Thanks for watching, guys, and look for more videos in the future. Eggy, 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 eggy.